What is up, guys? My name is Josh Plays FIFA 2 and welcome to the official bronze team of the season, most consistent but never in form team. It's been confirmed this is the final team. I'll tell you a little bit of detail as we go through each player of what will happen with this team, potential release dates, and I also have another two videos which should be out within the next couple of hours. I've put them on schedule upload, so we should have one coming out every 3 hours for the silver and gold team of the season. But let's start off with Neil Alexander. I'm not going to speak about many of these players. If you want to see what stats and that they've got in the past videos, it's in the previous drafts. Go and check it out. So we've got Neil Alexander. Potential stats, by the way, are from the actual official where the forum was to decide the players. They were the potential stats they put on, so I copied what they did. So we've got Neil Alexander, survived the entire way through, and he's still in the draft. We then have got Jack Hinger. I believe he's a new player, don't get me if I'm wrong. Decent pace, decent physical, not the worst defender in the world. Looks okay. Australian A-League right back, not going to be used much really. We've then got Mourinho, another player which has survived all 4 drafts, stays in this and looks like a pretty awesome card. Looks potentially all 65 and above. Imagine him being in the all 70s. Be crazy for a centre-back. We've then got another brand new player which joins very, very late on into the bronze draft. There's a lot of players in this draft which have actually just joined in at the last minute, and that is Tom Lockyer, a player which was definitely on the forums, a player which was constantly being asked if he was going to put in the draft or not. He joined in the final draft. Awesome pace, very good physical, and pretty good defending for a centre-back. Looks like an awesome card. Plays for Bristol Rovers, I believe. Don't get me wrong. Another player which has joined very, very late on, seemed to get a lot of recognition towards the end, was Max Power of Wigan. They're on something like 20-plus game unbeaten streak, something ridiculous. They've not been beat, basically, since the start of the year. And to be fair, this guy looks absolutely incredible, if I'm going to be honest. 70 shooting, 65 passing. He looks like an awesome cam. League One, I don't know how many people are going to use him, but with him being English, opens up to quite a lot of different teams you can make. And then we have Abdulmajid Al-Rawali. Now, the potential stats that they put on for this card just makes him look just a little bit better with that extra better dribbling and passing. Looks more suited, of course, to a cam role more than a CDM role. We've then got player 7, Greg Stewart, survived all the way through this draft. Should actually be a right mid card. I'll talk about potential position change on that later on in the video, but just looks incredible. 80 pace, 74 dribbling, 72 shooting. Looks like a fantastic card, if I say so myself. We've then got another not too bad looking card in Martin Benitez. Survived all the drafts as well. 71 pace, 75 dribbling, 69 shooting. Looks okay left mid. Probably the type of player I would play in that position more than like left wing or left forward, just because of the lack of pace. We've then got another player which looks pretty good, Andrezinho, the Portuguese, plays in the Portuguese league, the Portuguese midfielder. 78 pace, 78 dribbling, and 70 shooting. Looks like an awesome card. Probably the stats you'd see on a low rated slashing, like someone like a 71 or 72 rated silver, but otherwise he's going to be a pretty cheap card, just because of how many people will be opening bronze packs and the league he's in. We've then got, of course, Coyote, one of the ones which I definitely want the most. Of course, there was an inform this week which was released. I forgot his name now. But he plays in the same league as him, and he has like 90 pace and 70 shooting. So this card, linked up with that geezer, forgot his name, going to be a disgusting pairing up top. Get a nice link to each other as well. We've then got Kamaru, who's also survived most of the drafts. Should potentially be a striker. 80 pace, 71 shooting, 74 dribbling. Looks like an awesome card. I think he plays the League 2. We've then got Lukac, which comes back into the draft after being taken out of the draft. He's being placed back in. A last minute change as well, that was. Looks very similar to the card that Babachan got last year in the bronze team of the season. We've then got what could be a brilliant looking card. Now, when I first saw the stats, I thought of him as the bronze team of the season, Kuyate, and then everybody was like, no, he's definitely not, and I agree with them. I just saw the stats and thought, we're in for another like Kuyate style card. He's not too tall, of course. He usually plays right back, this guy, and he's not the strongest player in the world, but let's be honest, he plays in the Atalanta, which can still make quite a few decent teams with him around. 86 pace for centre-back. Very good defending as well. As I said, he usually plays right back and very good physical. Don't know how expensive that card will be if he's at centre-back, just because of the pace. We've then got Ndidi, who survived, I think, 3 of the drafts and is in this team. Plays for Genk. Looks like an awesome card. 83 pace, 79 physical. Looks like a strong, fast-paced CDM for your Belgium League teams. We've then got Cortez, who survived all of the drafts. Looks okay. I believe he's only got like 3-star skills or something like that, so he's still usable. Plays in the Chilean league, so there is quite a few decent players he can link up to, but nothing special. We've then got Horgan, another player who don't mind using. Good pace, good dribbling, decent shooting, and decent passing and physical as well for left mid. Plays in the Electricity League. So there's not many good players in that league for rating-wise, but for him being Irish can certainly open up a variety of squads. We've then got Kaputska, who originally is a centre mid, plays left mid from the Polish league. To be fair, looks like a pretty decent card. Good pace, good dribbling, good passing. Next player, Billy Key, survived all 4 drafts, definitely deserving card, double figures for both not clean sheets, well done, good start. Double figures for both goals and assists this season for, I believe, it's Accrington. Yeah, Accrington, there we go, in the League 2. Looks like a pretty nice card. He might actually get that link with Kamar Ruth. I think he's in the League 2 as well. And the reserves, we've got Mark McNulty, which I believe got put into the draft. I can't remember now. He might be from the last draft and still in, but he was taken out at one point and then got put back in again. It might be this guy, I don't know, but he looks okay. We then got Mellings, survived all the way, 81 pairs, 6'6 defending. Looks okay, but should be a pretty cheap card. We've then got Drachman, probably the worst looking team of the season card in the history of team of the season. Just looks horse piss. Looks terrible. There's no stats there really worth talking about apart from physical, but that's it. Looks terrible, but his stats in real life do make him deserved of card. He's not down to the stats in game, it's about the stats of course in real life. We've then got Leandro Trossard, who just looks crazy good. 70, 70, 70, 70, all 70s and above in the stats that you need him most for, apart from his physical. 70 shooting, 70 passing, 72 pace, 75 dribbling. Looks crazy. And finally, the last player, Mariusz Stepinski, who scored another goal at the weekend to boost his chances of getting this team of the season card. Well, boost his chances of making his card look even better. He's got 74 pairs, 73 dribbling, and 70 shooting. So that is your bronze, most consistent but not in form team of the season. Actual team. This is the official team now. As I always do at the end, if any of these players do get an inform between now and the release of the team of the season, which should be potentially this Wednesday, however a lot of people are saying it's next Wednesday, if they do get an inform either this week, next week, or basically up to team of the season, they will get taken out and there will be another player which EA decide to swap in for that player. So if, of course, you probably know what I mean, but if Coyote gets an inform for a hat-trick, he'll get swapped out for another player. All the stats and positions aren't confirmed yet. These are potential stats for the cards. EA will decide them, and then EA will decide the position. So let's pray that that Dejeune guy gets a card at centre-back, because that's just going to be crazy. And they will be impacts for the week when they're released. Potential date of the 20th, I believe, 20th of April. So then there should be impacts for a week, and there'll be special bronze packs out, special bronze player packs, silver packs, gold packs, and team of the season is crazy time. If you've never been in it before, then you've certainly missed out in the past, because it has been brilliant, and they do get massive stat boost. So as I said, to sum it all up, if they're getting informed between now and the release, they'll get swapped out for another player, and positions and stats aren't confirmed. But I hope you've enjoyed this video of the official bronze team of the season. It is done. It is over. We don't have to do any more of these videos once we've got the silver and gold out the way. The silver one should be out within the next 3 hours. The gold one should be out within the next 6 hours. I've put them on scheduled upload for every 3 hours, just so we're not releasing them all at once and it's all messy and that. And I don't want to release them every day, because by the time I release the gold one, nobody will care and everybody knows who's in anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the silver bronze team of season video. Peace.